I just need to do my hair.
Alright, everyone, I'm live, so you've been warned.
What?
I am live.
You're live?
I am live. Okay. So, Socratic method, Socratic self-teaching, finding your own solutions to the problem. So, I'll start off with my own problems. I feel like I'm never creating enough, not enough, but I would like to share more of what I think, my experience through life, and what I learn, and with others on the world on this YouTube channel about guitar, being a musician, teaching, and just whatever I pick up as I go that I'd like to share. And the first issue I'd have is that I'd be like, oh, I need to structure out a whole video plan, and it's going to take like an hour to do this, and I need to have a script ready, right? I need a script to be able to do the video, and then once the script, I need to edit the video and have good lighting, have a good camera, have good audio, have a condenser microphone. I need all this crap before I can even do 1 minute, right? And like one solution to that problem is like, well, what's the bare minimum, right? The bare minimum I can do to stay consistent and start doing things is I'm just gonna hit the live button, right? No setup. My hair's not there, not that I had any, but the lighting is bad, the audio is bad. There's a loose structure, but there's an idea, right? So the one thought I had in mind is when it came to things that are hyper structured, right? Like a whole script, like a video with actors, or like the whole 9 yards, right? Everything is very detailed meticulously. And something that's so unstructured, or it's a little bit chaotic, is kind of having this idea that I call the Socratic self method, right? So the Socratic method of teaching is that you ask questions to people to lead them down a certain conclusion, right? Like, why do we do something? How do we do something? Instead of telling them what to do, you give them a question that leads them down a certain path. And one thing I was kind of thinking, I was talking to a coworker of mine, was at the gym, he would say things like, I would ask him like, what's your workout plan? And he was saying that his workout plan was, oh, hold on, I'm saying something. Can I? All right. So, anyways, he was saying his workout plan.
I'm bothering you.
All right. So, anyways, he was saying his workout plan was instead of saying I'm gonna do these bicep exercises and this and that, and then do this many sets of this and aim for hypertrophy that, he would just go in with the mindset of how am I gonna grow my biceps? There's multiple ways to do it. Maybe your favorite machine at the gym is already taken, right? You can't use a machine. You can't, have access to certain equipment. But it's not impossible to complete the end goal, right? If we ask ourselves the question of how am I going to grow biceps today, we can see what's available and what can get us there, and we just try something. Instead of focusing so much on like with the perfect, bicep workout, the perfect plan, the perfect practice routine, right? And in that kind of comes like, finding your own solutions to problems. Like, there would be lots of, like one problem I kind of had recently was for a song, I need to play the note C, right? Up here. And I need to also play a G minor chord underneath. This is kind of awful to play, right? But definitely not impossible. I also found another way, doing this one's kind of more easy to finger. Or whoops. There we go. And it's using an open triad for the G minor. So it's a G minor with C on the top, right? G minor in the bass. Or whoops. Yep, G minor in the bass and C on top. This chord voicing is doable, right? Kind of a pain. This one is also doable. It's got its own problem. I have to kind of split the fingers up. There's even another like this. So but the main thing is that there's multiple solutions. They all work, and each one has its different challenges. But that sometimes I think in life, like people give you like one solution to the problem, and that might not be the most realistic solution for you. Like you are being realistic. Like sometimes, it's one thing to kind of tell someone like, yeah, if you want to get good at music, just practice all your scales and arpeggios, practice sight reading every day. But they probably won't. That's just the truth, right? It's not fun. It's not engaging. It's not well paced too. Like another thing I'm thinking about lately is pacing when it comes to practice, right? Like one of the easiest things you can do if you want to get serious about guitar is stop having your guitar in a case in the closet in the basement. Have it out in the open, wherever you sit, right? We are tied to wherever we sit, fundamentally, right? We can't do anything standing too long. Eventually, we all get tired, so we start sitting. If you sit on the couch, it's kind of hard to practice guitar sitting on the couch. If you sit on a chair, right now I'm sitting like a moving stool chair thing, no backing, so I'm forced to sit up. I can't like lounge into it. It's a subtle change, but I've noticed it's made a big difference. Um, having it already plugged in, if you have an electric guitar with an amplifier already there. Like right now, I'm playing unplugged. Why? My amplifier's not in the best spot, so I'm not plugged in.
Just to put them in the wash. Thank you.
Okay. And the next thing is as far as the Socratic what's it called? Self-teaching is like I'm working on learning songs. There's multiple ways to learn songs. Whether you go by sheet music, by ear, by tablature, by seeing someone else visually play it and trying to follow their fingers, right? There's all these different methods for learning a song. There's all the software you can use to slow down. What's the best software? Should I learn by ear? Should I isolate the tracks and split them with like moises and the stems and then learn them? Sheet music again, right? Which sheet music is best? The official tabs on Guitar Pro or something on Jelly Note or like MuseScore. And what I find is that there's so many different ways. Like sometimes I feel like it's so hard to stay structured on one because each one does not solve all the problems, right? Each one is a little different, but they can all solve little micro problems, right? So one way I've been thinking about it is finding a way to incorporate all tools, right? So like, as musicians, we gather tools along the way, right? Whether it be like, certain fingerings or certain scale patterns or certain techniques like alternate picking or sweeping or tapping. Or fingerstyle technique, same thing as tap. Like I haven't worked on that lately. Or I'm alternating with this hand and alternating with this hand. But it accomplishes the same thing as like this tapping would do, right? So the main thing is asking myself the question is, what am I doing, right? I want to learn a song. Now, whether I learn that by ear or by sheet music or by watching someone else play or some kind of demonstration, I always show up at least asking myself that question. And over time, instead of getting so nitpicky about, the best way to learn a song, if I show up and try enough times, I think that process will be better. Like I was watching Sam Sulek, one thing he said was the guy that likes walking more will walk farther than the guy that just likes the destination. So in that sense is if I like living in that question, right? How do I learn a song? I'm gonna learn it a lot more than the guy that's just focused on learning the song, right? At least that's one way to look at it. I mean, it's still want to focus on learning the song. Well, that's it for today. So I'm gonna go focus on that. So I don't know. Another thing I was thinking about was like, should I stream myself learning the song? I don't know. Why not? It does kind of kill two birds in one stone. So I'm learning the song, My Love, Mine All Mine. Right? So I'm learning that song. So let's see. Can I live stream? New solution found, right? Now I know I'm doing the right thing because now I have a new question for myself. How the fuck do I get two stream? Oh, share screen? Can you do that? Allow window or screen. Screen one. Do I have oh yeah, I do have multiple screens. Ooh, which one's which? Okay, so that's not the right screen. Maybe we'll use this one. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll use screen. Sure. Oh, hey, this actually kind of works. Okay, so I'm planning. What am I planning on doing, right? Yeah, ooh, it's kind of choppy. Whatever, I don't need to be smooth. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm learning a song by Mitski, right? So my first step, well, let's go pull up the song, right? The song is My Love, Mine All Mine, right, by Mitski. You know what? I think now that I think about this, I'm going to end the video here and start another live stream so the titles make more sense. So we'll see how it goes.